Hello and welcome to Amethyst Style Crafting. My name is Jane Ormark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today I thought we would talk about colour. Very soon we will be having the new in colours arriving with the new annual catalogue for next year. And we'll have the old in colours, which are these ones. The Just Jade, Misty Moonlight, Cinnamon Cider, Bumblebee and Magenta Madness, they will be retiring. And it's always a time when you think, oh, but that was my absolute favourite. I use Misty Moonlight all the time. I love Magenta Madness, Bumblebee. And it's a time when it's quite sad when they're retiring. We don't know what new ones will come, but there'll always be whatever is the current colours and whatever's on trend. So I thought it was a time to have a look through all our colours and really just, I do swatches. So you can either do them this way, which is on page 5 of the annual catalogue. You can do it in, I'm just going through to the colour collections. So our collections run with brights, with neutrals, with regals, hopefully you can see that, with subtles, and then basics, and then you've got your two in colours. And as I say, these in colours are 2020, 2022. So these are the ones that are retiring, and we'll get another new 5 in. Now I've got almost all of them. There's a couple that I haven't got, but I thought it would be quite fun to do some swatches, comparisons, and see whether we're really going to miss something or not, and where we think maybe perhaps we'll be getting some new colours coming through. So I'm just going to take this one back to I've got artistically inked. What I suggest is that you use a stamp to do your colour comparisons that's fairly solid, but has some lights and darks and things in there to show the colour off well. I've just used that one. I could have used the leaves. You could use anything you want. I would suggest using something that's solid. So I'm just going to take this one in like that. And I'm going to put these out of the way for now. And I have got just one sheet of basic white cardstock. And I thought that it would be quite good to have a look through and put down all of the colours with the ones that we think that are going to retire, and work with them together. So I'm going to start across the top with reds and pinks. So I have got my selection of reds and pinks, and I thought that it would be just quite good to have a look and see what goes with what and what we like together. So I'm going to start with, let me have a look and see on this. No, I'm not going to do it from the colour thing. You could do if you wanted to. I'm going to do it my own way because I find it easier to just work with what I've got. So I think cherry cobbler, I've got my Simply Chamois out, and I'm just going to take and put my first one just up in like that. So that is cherry cobbler, which is a really lovely red, rich red colour. And as they dry, they will go slightly darker. Now I just need to grab myself a pen, which I've got here, and then I can write just in, I'm going to do underneath them. So I'm just going to write cherry cobbler in on here. And you can take them through into the colour families. I'm not, because I wanted to just do what I thought would go quite well together. So on my other red, I've got real red. Now this is quite an old one, so I'm not sure how it's actually going to stamp out. Oh, hopefully it will. but it is quite, it's getting, you can see after a while, particularly with the reds, they can get a bit sort of sticky and not be quite good. So I'm just going to put this one next to it. And that's, it's a bit too pale, but that's real red. So that one I need to make sure that I put to one side and go, I need to get a new one of that. I have tried spritzing it, but it doesn't work that well. So that is, just put it under here, real red, which has come out a bit sort of pinky and isn't as good. Now, with the other reds, I have got Merry Merlot. Now, Merry Merlot is just a slightly richer. Oh, that looks as if that's gone a bit. Might be okay. You can see the ones that I don't use as often, and this again is another thing to have a look at and go, how often do I use it? So that's Merry Merlot, which is a slightly richer, darker red. So we'll put Merry Merlot. And you will find that there are ones that you use more often than others and ones that you use as favourites. But it's quite a good exercise if you get all your ink pads out and just have a look and go, actually, I think I should really have. And then you can, you can have a look and go, I really need to get some more of this colour, or I like this colour to go with that colour. So I'm going to take from my reds into my pinks now. So pinks, we have got Melon Mambo, and you can see the ones that I use quite a lot. So this is Melon Mambo, which is really rather nice. I like Melon Mambo. I think I need to re-ink some of these. In fact, I'm going to try and I'm going to do another one on top of that actually, because that hasn't really come out particularly well, has it? That's better. So Melon Mambo is a really lovely pinky colour. So let's put that under here, because I'm going to keep this Melon Mambo. So we've got, and I'm just doing it so you can then sort of screenshot it when we get to the end. So if there's colours that you haven't got and you're thinking, oh, I should get that colour, it's an easy way of doing it. Now, I need to make sure that I dry this off. Okay, so Melon Mambo, we have got Polished Pink, which is one of the new, or the new last year's in colour, which is a nice one. And that's that one. And you can see they are fairly similar. Not completely, because this is a sort of a softer. So this is Polished Pink. And then I am going to take from the Retiring Magenta Madness, and I'm going to put that next to it. This is more of a bluey colour, but again is quite nice. So put that one in on there. They are, you can see how it's more of a bluey pinky colour. So you can see why when we have retiring ones going, you can go like, oh, I'm really going to miss this one. So that's the Magenta Madness. So let's put Magenta Madness. Oops. Another S on there. So that's quite a nice one in on there. So those are pinks. What other sort of pinks have I got? I think we need to then go into pinks. So 2, 4, 6. This is Flirty Flamingo, which again is a nice paler pink. So that, I do like Flirty Flamingo. It is one of my favourite ones. So Flirty Flamingo is in on there. Clean that off. So that's that one. I'm trying to make sure that I move them out of the way. Then we've got Blushing Bride, which again is another pinky one. I'm going to put that in underneath here. So you can see that that Flirty Flamingo and Blushing Bride, that's a slightly darker looking pink. So that's Blushing Bride. Then we've got, I'm going to take it into the orangey ones now. So this is Calypso Coral. So that's Calypso Coral, which is a nice orange. So let's put under here Calypso Coral. Don't even know if I'll get them all onto one sheet, but I think it's always a good exercise once in a while to go through all of your colours and to have a look. This is Cajun Craze. Now I like Cajun Craze quite a lot because it's a nice sort of rusty orange colour. So this one is, and they will dry slightly darker. So that's Cajun Craze, which is a sort of a russety, terracotta-y colour. So Cajun Craze. And then I'm going to take, which is the other one, which is then retiring, the Cinnamon Cider. So you can then see how they sort of all blend in quite well. And what I suggest is that if you really like any of these colours, that you go and get them now, particularly the refills and things, because when they get to the point where they are going to be retired, which is not very long now, they will disappear. People will just suddenly at the last minute go like, oh, I really needed, and then go for those colours. Okay, now I'm going to take it into the purples and the so I'm doing the purples next. So this is Rich Raspberry. I'll put this one on here, which is a purple. Again, some of them I need to re-ink, so apologies for that, but I've just got them out and you can see some of them I haven't. Now this was the Cinnamon Cider. That's Rich Raspberry. And in fact, I am going to do this a second time with the Rich Raspberry because it is a lovely colour. I have got refills for a lot of these, but that's better. So you have that really lovely purpley colour. Put that down on there. The next one I'm going to do is Blackberry Bliss, because that's nice and purple. So that's Blackberry Bliss, which is rather nice. It's a really nice deep, deep purple. So let's put on here Blackberry Bliss. But it's a very good thing to do. I suggest that you do at least a couple of times, go through the colours that you've got. Now this is Highland Heather, so this is a slightly paler one with a bit of blue in. So that's Highland Heather. but I like doing it with a stamp that, as I say, has all of the tones and things in, because then you're getting, in my opinion, you're getting a really good colour combination. So this is Gorgeous Grape, which is the darker version of the Highland Heather. Those two go beautifully together. So let's put this one, Gorgeous Grape. Now I know a lot of you have all of the colours and use all of the colours, and you know this probably isn't for you, but again I have quite a few subscribers and customers who, you know, are starting off with their stamps and their colours and things, and I thought that this might be quite useful for them. So this is Fresh Freesia, which I really like. So, and this is a nice sort of paley pinky colour. Again, they're all very different, but you can see how they all work beautifully together to give you lots of shades and tones and things. So just doing that one. Okay, so now I'm going to go into, from those, I'm going to go into blues, I think. So I'm going to start with Pool Party. Pool Party I really love. I use Pool Party a lot because it's a nice bluey green sort of colour. So that's Pool Party. That was Fresh Freesia. Okay, so I'm going to go for the bluey greens first. So Pool Party, Coastal Cabana, which is quite a nice richer colour, but again sort of quite cross between your blues and your greens. Then I'm going to take Bermuda Bay, which again cross between your blues and your greens, and this is a little bit darker as well. So let's put this one down on here. But you can see very sort of similar in colours. So this one was, that's Bermuda Bay. And that one is Coastal Cabana. Okay. Then I'm taking, because I'm looking to see colours that go, I'm taking Mint Macaron, again blues and greens, and this mint can go in on the green, can go in on the blue, but I'm putting it in on here because I think when you see it next to it, you can see, yes, you've got some green coming in, but it's still quite bluey green. So that's Mint Macaron. And then I'm having a look with, I'm going to tuck Just Jade in there as well now. So this is the one that's retiring. But you can see with this one, that has again quite sort of bluey green colours to it, which I think is really lovely. So that's our Just Jade. So as I say, if you like those ones, you need to get hold of those. So those ones I've done. We were looking at blues, weren't we? So these are the sort of bluey greens. Have I got any others that have got some? I'm actually going to, and these come in on the greens, but I am going to take these ones in as well onto the bluey ones. So I've got soft succulent, which again is a greeny, grey green, but is a beautiful, beautiful colour, which is that one. So you can see again with the mint macaron, works really well. Put that on there. So that's soft succulent. And this one is soft sea foam. So again is greeny, but is blue as well, because you've got that sort of bluey green tones to it. So that's that one, which again, you know, our colours are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I just think that they're stunning. So that's soft sea foam. Soft sea foam. Okay, so what do we need to go for now? We need to go for the rest of the blues. So now we're going really blue, Pacific Point, really blue, blue, blue. Again, sort of ocean blue, but put that one in, really nice. So that's Pacific Point. Okay. And then I'm going to do the Misty Moonlight, which is this one. Which I really like. It's quite dark, but it's really nice. So that's Misty Moonlight. And then we'll have the Night of Navy, which again is a lovely dark blue. And you can see that they are different, but they are similar. It's funny to describe it. They might, and I'm hoping that they're going to come out on screen better than you know. They are very different down here on the cardstock. I don't know, cameras, it's always quite difficult. I try and do it in natural light so that it's as near as I can, and I'm trying to, my Simply chamois getting a bit coloured with things. Okay, so those are our sort of our greens coming through. So sorry, our bluey greens and our blues. Now we need to go into our greens. So I'm just going to move some of these out of the way, the ones that I've already done, because I've got ink pads just everywhere and I don't want them to, that's going to fall because I haven't got that flat. Right, so we're now into greens. So let me get my green ones out like that. And I'm going to start with, let's start with, I'm going to take it down. So I'm going to take it from the darkest, one of the darkest greens. Okay, so Evening Evergreen, really dark green. Lovely though. So this is Evening Evergreen, and you can see again against the mint macaron, and it's really lovely putting the colours together, because you get colours that you think, oh, that will work nicely. You know, mint macaron and Evening Evergreen, one I hadn't really thought about, but I think that that would work beautifully. Okay, I'll put that on there. Then I'm going to go for Mossy Meadow. I also need to make sure that I've got, yes I have, so this is Mossy Meadow, which is going to go there, which again is a lovely one. So let's put that down on there. So that's Mossy Meadow. And then we'll have Old Olive. And Old Olive is a little bit yellower. You can see on there you're starting to get a bit of yellow coming through, which is quite nice. So that's Old Olive. Let's put that one out on there. As I say, I haven't done a colour chart for a while, so it's quite good for me, and I thought while I was doing it for me I would do it for you guys as well. So this is Garden Green. And you might see that I've got all sorts of different ink pads, because I just get the refills. I don't buy new ink pads each time, and we've had 3 different sorts over the years. But they all work perfectly. Garden Green, which is quite a nice green. Then we've got Pear Pizzazz, which again is one of my favourites. I like this one because it's quite a soft green, but again it's got a little bit of the sort of yellow to it, which is rather nice. So that's Pear Pizzazz. On here I'm going to have to go into another sheet. Thought I'd get it all on one. Pear Pizzazz. And then we've got Granny Apple Green, which again is a nice vibranty sort of green, like that. Quite a bit of yellow in it, so that's Garden Green. That's up on there. Garden Green. And then we're going to do we're going to go into yellows and oranges. So yellows, Bumblebee. Bumblebee's retiring, but I really like Bumblebee because it's a golden yellow. Really nice golden yellow. So let's put this here. That's our Bumblebee, and you can see it's a nice golden yellow. And then I'm going to put so that's retiring. So say if you like that lovely one. Then I've got Crushed Curry. Which is this one, which again is a nice goldeny colour. It's just a little bit yellower. So that's Crushed Curry. And then I've got one more to get in on here, so I'm going to go for Pale Papaya, which is on the oranges, and we'll do the other ones on the other side. So this is Pale Papaya. I've got another yellow as well, which is Daffodil Delight, so we'll try and get those in onto the other one. So that's Pale Papaya, like that. So you can see all the colours so far. So I just need to, I think I've got all of those. I'm just going to get my subtles now. Right, got the next lot down. I couldn't get them all onto my desk. So that's my other yellow in there. I'm just going to get another sheet out. I don't like putting it on two, but I just literally can't fit it in. I could maybe if I had it smaller, but I'm just going to put that out to one side and we'll come back to it. So we wanted the Daffodil Delight, which was the other yellow. So that's Daffodil Delight in on there, which again is a lovely yellow. Let's try and clean this out. You can see my Simply chamois is starting to get quite grubby on here, so I need to give it a clear, good old wash after doing this. So that's Daffodil Delight. We've got Pumpkin Pie, which is a lovely orange. Which is orange rather than Calypso Coral, which is more of a pinky sort of orange. So that's Pumpkin Pie. Now I haven't got Mango Melody, but that would go in there nicely. And now we're going on to our neutrals. So I'm going to take, I should have So Saffron somewhere. Let me have a quick look for So Saffron. That's the next one I want. So Saffron is a yellow colour, but it's quite a soft one. It's good for sort of doing seas and beaches because it's a softer yellow. So that's So Saffron. Give that a quick clean out. It's quite nice as they dry, because as the colours dry, you get the real colour coming through. When you first stamp them, it takes just a little while for them to dry properly. Now I'm going to go into Sahara Sand. Which again is a nice, I use Sahara Sand quite a lot. You can see it's a nice sort of neutral. So Sahara Sand, and it is sort of a sandy beige colour. Excuse me, dropping my Simply chamois on the floor. Although it is absolutely filthy, but right. So that one. Then I'm going to go on to Crumb Cake, because Crumb Cake again is a lovely, it's probably one of the most popular ones, because it's a sort of a biscuit colour, and goes with so many things. You know, when you're wanting to use just instead of using black, you know, use Crumb Cake. So Crumb Cake in on there. And these are the sort of things that, as I say, you can actually keep up as you add to your colours. I'm going to do Soft Suede next, I think, because again I use Soft Suede quite a lot. Because that's, again, is a nice sort of brown colouring on there. And then I've got Early Espresso, which is a dark brown, and hopefully, I'm not sure how, I think this might be, oh yes, that looks all right. So that's Early Espresso, which is quite dark. Again, probably needs a bit of an ink refill. It's quite good doing this exercise when you get out, because you realise the ones you don't use very often. I don't use Early Espresso very much. I tend to use soft suede because that's a warmer colour, that's a darker colour. So that's soft suede. That's Early Espresso. In on there. Then I've got again another one of my favourites, which is Smoky Slate. Now I haven't got basic grey. I do like the Smoky Slate because it gives that really nice smoky colour to it. You can see it's a nice sort of soft, another one in over the top of it. It's a nice soft grey rather than a harsher grey. So that's Smoky Slate. And then obviously you've got black. So we have Memento and we have Stays On. But black is black, so I'm not going to put that one in on there. So those are, let me bring those out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 5s are 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. I've got 43 out of the 50 colours that we have. I'm going to try and get them in so that, are they all on screen? Yes, I think they are. I will go through the ones that I haven't got so you can see which ones. Whoops, just trying to get that without it falling over too much. Okay, so the colours I haven't got are, so we can just see where they are. I haven't got the Melon Mambo. So the Melon Mambo is an orangey, goes between sort of the Daffodil Delight. I've got Pumpkin Pie. It's more of a yellowy colour, so I haven't got that one. I haven't got, as I say, the Grey Granite because I love the Smoky Slate. And I haven't got the basic grey, so I've only got Smoky Slate in the grey. Shaded Spruce I haven't got because I like the Garden Green and the Just Jade, so I didn't get that one. Real Red, I have got Real Red, haven't I? Yes. Just didn't put that one in. Petal Pink. So I haven't got Petal Pink, which is that one, which is that's the Blushing Bride. So the Petal Pink is a softer pink. And I haven't got Balmy Blue because I've got so many different blues. I thought I wouldn't get Balmy Blue as well. And that's it. I have all the in colours. I tend to buy the in colours because I like the blends and the colours of them. But you can see you've got so many beautiful colours in there that doing it that way, it's quite good if you want to. And what I've done before is I get a circle punch and punch them all out with a circle punch. Then I can have them just stuck down on the side and I can work out exactly what colours I want to use. So for example, if I'm doing, I got my scissors. Yes, I have. I've got my scissors here. So I'm just going to do them with just my scissors at the moment. But if you just take them all out, I'm keeping all the words on them. Although what I would probably do is to take them out. Let me see if I've got a circle punch and then I'll write it on the back. And I might come on to do another video to just turn around and show you how it will work out. You have to bear with me a second because I'm just looking to try and get a circle punch, and I've got my punches, but they're down and about, so I don't know whether I'm going to get them in or not. Probably not. Right, I'm not going to worry about those now, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a punch and I'm going to punch all of those out, and then I will come back with another video showing how we can mix and match some of those colours to work well. But as I say, just take them all out. In fact, you'll probably see it on the front screen. I'm going to punch out all of these with circle punches, write the colours on the back, and then we can have a mix and match to see which colours we think go the best together. So I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you found it useful and a way of putting your colours together, so that you can see and you can use more of your colours rather than not using as many. As always, please stay safe and well. Please be kind, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.